In the 208 Facebook group, Olivia asked a great question about jury duty in Idaho. She writes, "How do they decide who gets called for jury duty? I'm in my late 20s and have now been called for jury duty 3 times in 4 years. Yet plenty of older people than me have never been called. Why?" Well, it's a great question. And I went to Ada County Administrative District Court Judge Stephen Hippler and Ada County Jury Commissioner Randy Rutland for details. So Randy, for starters, how is the pool of jurors created?
So they are selected either through their voter's registration or state ID or driver's license.
And how's the process done? Is it completely random?
It's a completely random process. Everybody's name goes into that jury pool that's over the age of 18 and a resident of Ada County that has that voter's registration or ID, and then it's completely random after that.
So, Olivia, it's just your luck being selected 3 times in 4 years. However, did you know that after serving on a jury, you do earn the right for a limited time to say no thanks to a new jury summons?
You can get another summons year after year. However, on our qualification questionnaire, there is a spot there that you can basically excuse yourself by marking that you've been summoned and served within the last 36 months, and you have that option to opt out. Now, some citizens prefer not to. They'll serve as many times as they can. But you do have that option for 36 months from the last time that you were summoned and served that you may opt out of it.
Like so many other things in our community, COVID has complicated jury trials. Idaho courts saw pauses on jury trials over the last few years because of COVID precautions. That's created a backlog, and Judge Stephen Hippler explains more.
In a typical year, we would try in the neighborhood of 350 to 500 jury trials in Ada County alone. And I think in 2020, we tried, I think about 100 jury trials. So that tells you that backlog.
Judge Hippler says it will take some time to work through it all.
You know, every time we have one of these periods where we can't have trials, it then just sort of starts to stack up everything again. And so we anticipate that we'll be digging out of this in one way or the other, probably through at least 2025.
Ooh, that's a big statement. That's a long backlog that they have.
There's a lot of work to have to get through, Brian, and they have all the jury trials, and then they also have all the civil jury trials, and again, they keep pausing everything at the courthouses around Idaho because of COVID, and there are just some things you cannot do when you're not in person, like have a jury trial, for example. So they're going to work through that. Judge Hippler tells me, you control what you can control, but yeah, through 2025 is his estimate on to get through all the backlog that's been building since March of 2020.
All right, very quickly, you talked about how you can opt out. What if you really want to be in or on a jury? Is there a way to do that?
It's great that you want to be an overachieving citizen, Brian, but it's all random, so sorry, you get selected or not.
That's all it is. All right, thanks, Joe.
You're welcome.